I'm going to take a look at these waterfalls a little bit and see what we got going on here. I did a couple sneak peeks on some of these. I wanted to draw your attention to a few of these, but then some of these are just surprising to me. This one here says, I can sleep for 20 hours. That rocks. I'm imagining there's a ministry there somewhere. Like, maybe you could start like a sleep club where you just like get people together and you're like, let's just sleep. You know? I bet that could go over real well on Purdue's campus. You'd be like, hey, Friday morning sleep club, be there at 9 a.m.? I don't know. I'm just making it up. This one says, I'm a scientist and I can play drums. Oh, yeah. Well, we got drums of science in there. We got, oh, that one's upside down. I can show many others the way to, I can't read the top part. It's all upside down. I can show many others the way. We're just going to spiritualize that one and say the way to Jesus. That would be incredible. Let's see. There was one over here that I thought was really important. It says, I am unbelievably good looking. You know, you can use that. People want to look at you, and you're like, Jesus gave me this. I don't know. Maybe. We got a couple of these. Oh, we got one saying, I can build. And it looks like it might be like building with Legos or something. That would be interesting. You could have, check this out, you could have, if you're a kid, you could have a Lego party.
There's a Lego Bible.
A Lego Bible?
Yeah, well, it's the Old Testament, and like this guy took 10 years to do like each scene from the Old Testament and then show pictures.
It's like animated Lego Bible?
Yeah, it's not good for kids.
Not good for kids. Okay, everybody, there is a Lego Bible, but it's not good for kids. So I don't know what that's all about. Let me just check a couple more over here. This, what do we have over here on this side? I can work. I can work. Did you know that you can do work to bless people? There's a lady that we just found out about a couple months ago. She's now being helped already, but I learned about it and I didn't know anything our church could do about it. She's downtown and she needed a new roof. She's got one of these small little houses, but she had no roof. At least it was broken in one particular area and really leaky. She notified the mayor. The mayor notified the Association of Churches in this town. They contacted me, and all I could do was be the conduit of information to the other churches in town. But we could have said, hey, there's a roofer in our church. Let's go ahead and send him out there and bless that lady's socks off. I didn't know about that because part of our thing is that we haven't done a really solid job of databasing what we're all capable of doing. But anyway, that's just something that I thought we could think about. We've got, I can help others learn. I can be someone's hero. Oh, look at this one. I can adore my wife. That was so awesome. You guys are sweet. Seriously, if you're married, your greatest blessing in the world is to demonstrate what a marriage looks like for real. Your greatest blessing to the rest of this world, if you're married, is to say, we're going to do this the way it should be done. And y'all are going to be blessed by it. Everyone out there is just going to say, you know what, that's awesome. I want to know the power behind that. You can really bless some people. I got a couple blanks I want you to fill in, and then we're going to close. Jesus deserves my ministry. Whatever you put on the wall represents something Jesus gave you for you to use to bless someone else. So here are a couple things to jot down. Number one, sometimes we serve from our best talents. Sometimes we serve from our best talents. Your best talent might be, I can play drums, or I can play guitar, or I can sing. That might be your best talent. And sometimes you can use those things to serve. One of my best talents, I think, is trying to teach a room of children and adults at the same time. I'm working on that. I'm trying to develop something like that. So sometimes we operate from our best talents, but that's not all the time. Sometimes we operate, here's your next one, from our basic ability. I might have as a talent the ability to teach, But as a basic ability, I have the ability to clean a toilet. Okay? Now, if I were to say something like this, I'm sorry, I can't help you, I'm a teacher. That would not be very blessing-oriented. That would not be very helpful. That would not be going out of my way to help someone. Titus is an incredible musician and worship leader over at Faith, and he's a good friend. But his basic ability is that he knows how to drive. And he used that basic ability to help another person out just a week and a half ago. Sometimes we operate from our best talents, sometimes from our basic abilities. Here in this church, there are plenty of opportunities for you to find a place of service according to your best talents, but there are also plenty of opportunities for our basic abilities. Keep going. Next, sometimes we serve with mission intent. That means I have a goal, I have a mindset. I'll give you an example of this. You might have a friend. This is just my suggestion to you. You might have a friend, and you want to say, I want to bless my friend with some mission intent. I want my intent to be to introduce that person to Jesus somehow. And this is your technique. You're going to invite your friend over to your house, and you're going to invite me over to your house. And we're going to have a meal together and hang out, and you're going to feed me, your friend, really well. And we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to talk about Jesus, we're going to talk about the church, we're going to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. That's one option, I'm just saying. Okay, if you wanted to invite me and my family over to your house and invite some of your neighbors too, that would be kind of fun. Seriously, sometimes we serve with an intent, okay? Sometimes, however, we serve with just faithful hope. I don't have any agenda here. I'm just serving you because it's a good thing to do. In the month of March, you know what we're going to do? This is crazy. We just planned this last week. And in the month of March, we're going to take the first Monday, or we're going to take Monday of every week, okay? We're going to take Monday of every week, and we're going to go over to Benjamin Crossing neighborhood, and we're going to give people free coffee as they drive out. Why? Because we just have hope that if we're nice to people, maybe we can build some relationships. And if we build some relationships, maybe we can build some contacts that are close enough that we can begin doing some of these blessing things for them. And if we can bless people, that's not a talent. It's not that our church is some type of talent for coffee, although I kind of think maybe we do. But we actually have a basic ability of handing people cups. Okay? So in March, I want you to already get it on your schedule. We're going to plan ways of blessing the socks off people in Benjamin Crossing. So sometimes we serve with faithful hope. Okay, next Sunday is our Commitment Sunday. So I'm going to read through these phrases just because I want you to be prepared for what the commitment means. Now remember, what we do is we're going to make commitments to each other. And the top one on your bulletin note sheet, the top commitment is who we are as a church. The bottom commitment is the extra level you go to if you want to be a member of this church, if you want to be a part of the church in a membership capacity. Let's go ahead and read these things. First of all, we're talking about the element of water, this metaphor of refreshing and blessing other people. It says this, I have the living water in me. Infinite refreshment is mine in Christ, and I unlock it in me when I give it to others. I eagerly risk embarrassment to offer others the living water of Jesus. That's just who we are as a church. But if you want to take it to the next level, it's this. Specifically, I employ everything I am and everything I have for the benefit of others, beginning in this church and extending to the world around me. To help others find full life in Christ, I will work to serve them, befriend them, share my faith with them, invite them to join me in this church, and help them to know the gospel so they too can experience the life I've been given. I will rely on God to refresh me as I strive to refresh others. That's the extra commitment we ask people to make if they want to be members of this community. And so I'm going to end my message right there. And I'm going to ask you to spend a few moments in reflection. First, I want you to reflect about the things you wrote down and say, how can I bless someone with who I am and what I can do? How can I be part of this moving Jesus into the rest of my life kind of journey? How can I do that? The second thing I want to ask you is, am I ready? Ask yourself, am I ready to make this commitment next week. Maybe some of you, before you can make the commitment next week, you need to make a decision to follow Jesus in baptism or to give Him your heart for the first time. If that's you, come to our baptism class on Tuesday, learn a little bit more about that. Put a check mark on your card. Call me up this week. Let's deal with some of that stuff. But right now, I'm going to give you time just in reflection. You and God, spend some time. I'm going to ask Jim to come back on up here and get the guitar started for us. We're going to lower the lights again, and we're just going to spend some time, you and God, asking God that question, how can I bless other people? And am I ready to make that commitment?